Oh, hey, thanks for coming to hang out. It's good to see you. I'm Jarrell. This is Sungrand, my game development studio. Now, I want to keep up these diner videos just so we can have a chance to hang out. I know I'm here uploading videos to YouTube, but I'm not setting out to be a YouTuber or a content creator. I'm not famous or special or important. I'm just a normal guy. And I'm keeping up these more regular videos because people told me that they really enjoyed my videos, that they were relaxing, they were fun, they were chill, and they were having a laugh. So I just want to keep up more videos. It's fun hanging out with you guys. These diner videos are a chance for us to just talk. We can connect on a human level, on a person to person. None of that parasocial, paranormal bullcrap. We're all just people. We're all just folks, right? So I want to be able to talk with you and share stuff that I'm working on. You can tell me about your week and how that's been. I've been working on a game called Grandpa's Playing Banjo in Space. You play, it's like a space shooter, but you have Grandpa attached to your ship with a tether, and he's on a rocking chair and he's playing banjos. And through the game, you collect a bunch of different banjos for him. Now, I've been building a bunch of custom banjos. Sorry, I'm just waiting for my food here. I think it's almost ready. It's going to be here in a minute. So I'll play actually some of these one of these custom instruments for you. I'm still working on this one, but it's so important when you create something. If you create something for other people to experience, especially if it's a game, you really need to give people something exciting and interesting, something that sparks their imagination, their sense of curiosity and wonder. And for me, I want to make sure that with Grandpa's Playing Banjo in Space, that people see things that they never imagined could be possible, that they never knew existed. So I've built a bunch of banjos, a number of which have been extinct for decades that I've rebuilt, and then some that I've just come up with off the top of my head that don't exist. People don't manufacture these and make them. They're not a standard banjo. So my food's almost ready. The blueberry jam. Thank you. So with this one, this is a banjo dulcimer. I'm aware of one maker. I believe he's Tennessee based, and he makes a banjo on a dulcimer body, but not mass manufacturing, so it's very difficult to get those. So this is one that I've built myself. So you can see I just need to glue these parts on, and then I'll put a clear coat finish on that. And then I can stain the peg box. I'll probably stain that, and then get my tuning machines in it. So this is going to be a banjo dulcimer. It's going to be one of the banjos you can collect in my upcoming game, Grandpa's Playing Banjo in Space. And then, I wouldn't mind another coffee, actually. So we'll set that there. And then we've got this. This I finished. So I was waiting for the stain to dry on that guy, and I don't like sitting on my hands and doing nothing. So I just built another banjo while I was waiting for that banjo for the glue and the stain to dry. So this is a mandocello banjo. This doesn't exist. No one makes this. There's a similar-ish instrument from Gold Tone that is single course, but I'll just play a little bit for you here. I just finished this. I was up until 2:30 a.m. 2 nights ago to finish this. What do you think of that? So this is a mandocello banjo. It's strung as a mandocello. Luckily, I found a left-handed banjo someone was selling on Facebook Marketplace. Oh, thank you, yes. Oh, thank you, Shug. You are an absolute sweetheart. Thank you for that. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. Look at that. So I got my pancakes and my eggs. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to get stuck into this for a little bit. We can still hang out and talk here. So, that looks so good. This is nice. So, I was out last night. I got home about 11. Yeah, I got home about 11, playing pool. I found a new local place to play pool at, and the guys there are pretty good. And their best player, his name's Mick. Played him last week. I didn't do well. I haven't played pool in a while. Long story. But I haven't played pool in a long while, and I've been so out of practice. It's been years. That's real good. And last night I played a couple matches. First one I didn't do too well, warming up. But then after a while I got, a guy almost ran the table on me last night. He broke, and he got 5 in sequence. But I love seeing good pool, man. So he got the break, he got 1 in, and then he followed up on that. And it was just really exciting, and I was just cheering for him, and every time he was going, he almost ran the table, but every time he got 1 in, and they weren't easy shots, they were pretty technical. He was leaving himself good lead, and I couldn't help but fist pump every time he followed through on that, and it was real good. But I had a match right. I got 4 in sequence, and I played pretty defensively because I'm out of practice. So when I find that there's players that are much better than me, I play defensively and I err on the side of, in case I miss the shot, where's the ball going to land? And then it doesn't leave them any shots, and that gives me a chance to strategize, and I can make shots that otherwise I probably end up missing a little bit, Those are good pancakes. Nice. So, those are the banjos. That's Grandpa's playing banjo in space. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning pool, you like pool? You want to play some pool sometime? Oh, I love pool. So the reason I'm bringing up pool is because for a couple years now I've had in planning a Silver Falls game called Silver Falls Pool. And it's not something that has high priority. It's pretty low priority, but it's something that I eventually want to do. And it will be a pool game where you play against the characters of Silver Falls. And a big focus of that game will be actually story. And so you can talk to characters. So there's a little bit of a friendship simulator. So while you're playing pool, you get to talk to the other person. But then there's also bystanders. So you're playing pool in the various locations of Silver Falls, and you get to talk to the locals that are hanging out there, or any out-of-towners. You get to talk to the person you're playing, and then you have sort of friendship simulation, and your friendship meters go up and down. And I've been considering interesting and cool mechanics. So things like you can buy drinks for the other person, right? And then everyone starts the night, totally sober. And then as your character takes in drinks, if the other character buys you drinks, then that affects your character. You can choose to buy drinks for the person you're playing against. And there's a Goldilocks zone where if they have a certain number of drinks, they play better. They're just more accurate. But then if you go past that Goldilocks zone, then the other person plays worse. So there's certain characters. Eventually, as you play more characters, you'll figure out, which characters play well in certain ways. And you can sort of sabotage the other person and make them play worse. Especially if they're a very good player. I think just fun mechanics like that, where it's not just a pool game, but it's a fun and interesting experience. And those are the kind of games that I like to make. It's just coming up with different and interesting and new ideas. And hey, maybe some people might not like it. Maybe some people might just want a simple, plain pool game where they can predict absolutely everything. And of course I'll have modes in the game where it's just a standard pool. But I want to try interesting and exciting ideas, because that's what you have to do with any kind of art, any creation, if you're making a game. Sure, of course, you're going to have the low risk, high reward, a mainstream AAA game development. But if you are an independent creator and a developer, you should strive to create something interesting and exciting, because the big companies don't do that anymore. Big companies don't take a creative risk. They don't try to come up with anything cool. They're just copying each other, going in circles. So that's Silver Falls pool. Eventually, you know, like I said, there's no rush on that. I will get to that eventually, but it's something that I just want to spend more time on the concept stage. I want to make it feel like you're in this small town and you're hanging out with these locals and you're having fun and playing pool with them. And it's not just the act of playing pool, it's everything around it. It's talking, it's the environment, it's the music. That does also mean there'll be a jukebox. There'll be a bunch of mini games, you know, like you can do darts, like a buck hunter style hunting game where there's a gun and all those sorts of things, you know, like a basketball hoop. You know, in California, places like that are going extinct more and more. But when I was in my mid to early 20s, we had a lot of places like that in California. These dingy dive saloons way out in the middle of nowhere, but they'd have the cool little arcade machines in the corner, 2 or 3 pool tables, and you hang out, chat, make friends with the locals, and just play some pool. A lot of that is what's inspired the feeling of Silver Falls, this idea of just going out and hanging and relaxing with locals. Man, this is good food. Can I get some more syrup, please? Thank you. So, hey, how about I play just a little bit more of this thing, and we can just relax. Now, whenever I have an idea, whatever it is, and I want to make it happen, I want to make it real. I want it to exist because I thought of something that I think other people would like, that would be exciting to me. I need to assess whether or not I have the skills to actually do those things. So I need to determine, can I do this with my current skill set? And if I cannot do this right now, what skills do I need to acquire? I then plan out and I gain the skills that I need. I make sure I improve and sharpen my skills until they're good enough. And then I set out to do what I want to do with my life. And in this situation, one of the things I want to do with my life is create instruments. Whether that is creating them whole cloth or modifying existing instruments using off-the-shelf parts, that's all part of it. Everyone, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming to hang out with me at the diner tonight. Take care, be well. Let's all go to Denny's and get food poisoning.